And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at a game from Big Potato, which is a great name for a company called OK Play. Now, OK Play is a game that doesn't really come in a box. It comes in this case, and then it's going to come on sticks, I guess. And you're going to use these nice little squares and try to get 5 in a row. Here's how you play. So you have 4 different colors of these are going to come on these sticks here, and they snap onto this keychain type piece, which is a way to keep them all. And the different pieces here, they're nice plastic pieces, and they stack well, and then they kind of snap off like that. So when you want to put them back on, you got to kind of snap each piece on. And it works, and it's a nice mobile solution, but I think I would prefer a box, honestly. So when you're playing, one person's going to put one of their squares in the middle of the table. And then after that, each square that players place has to be adjacent to a square that's already out there. And the object of this game is to get 5 in a row. So players are just going to keep playing things until they get 5 in a row. Blue's not doing so hot here, while pink is doing extremely well, but orange is just going to keep copying him here. Now, if you run out of pieces, which is very possible in this type of game, then you can, well, I guess orange just gave pink the victory there, but no, green is not going to allow that. And then blue is going to go here, which is going to force pink to go here, and then orange is going to get the victory. That's kind of a dumb little game here, but the fact is that you can see basically how the game works. You can play with 2, 3, or 4 players, and once all the pieces are out, you can take a piece that's already attached to the board and place it somewhere else. And you'll just keep going till somebody gets 5 in a row. There's nothing new, there's nothing super flashy here. Basically, this is just a 5 in a row game in a travel situation. Now, when I do reviews of games, you often find me saying, well, this game is good, but, you know, come on, we're showing signs at a time, or what. This game is good, but there's games that do it better. There's a lot of 5 in a row games. This is the most obvious one I think I've ever played. This is essentially, you're playing Connect 4, or Connect 5 in this place, on a table. It's a free-form game, so you're only constricted by the size of the table, and you're placing these out there. That's it. There's like almost no rules in this game. You're just going to place these out. And I want to say, come on now, put some effort into the game. But it does work. My biggest complaint is the way the game is packaged. It looks pretty, but I think it would come better in a box or something. Just easy for me to, when we're done, I'm like, oh, I got to put all those pieces on the stick, snap each one on. But it is simple to carry around. It's kind of a lunchroom game. You could bring it and say, all right, let's set this up and let's play these, you know. And it does scale pretty well. It does have that small problem if you play with the 4-player game, where it's like, Johnny's going to win. Sally, you have to block him. Sally's like, I don't want to block him, so I'm going to play over here. Susan, you need to block him. Susan's like, I'm not going to block him. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess I got to waste my turn blocking him. And sometimes one player will win because one player has to block one of 2 players, and therefore they decide who wins. So it's probably most strategic and best as a 2-player game. But it can still be played with the multiplayers. And I like it. The pieces are really good quality. I mean, these are just nice. They fit on top of each other, which is unfortunate that doesn't have anything to do with the game. Maybe there's some variant where you can play on top of other pieces. That'd be an interesting idea. Just because they fit together so well, they say okay on them. The whole conceit of this game is take it anywhere, take it on a camping trip. So, as much as I would like to say, come on, it is good. It's simple, but simple isn't always bad. If you like just to do these kind of games like Connect 4 or whatever, you're trying to get 5 in a row, you can't really go wrong with OK Play. Dice Tower Judgment approved.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool Stuff, in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!